So by now you've seen it several times on the channel. I think it's about time we do its own video. Today we look at this perfection of a guitar, of a really strange looking guitar called the Frank Brothers Arcade. What is up, YouTube? My name is Bloody Blues, and believe it or not, it's Small Business Tuesday on I don't know what day it is. Today we go to Canada. There's a country above the United States called Canada. They're like our brothers. A little different. And we go there to meet the Frank brothers. There are 3 Frank brothers, and none of them are called Frank, which I think is a travesty. The dog is called Frankie, though. Anyway, so this guitar here it looks familiar. It looks like a guitar. It looks familiar. It reminds you of an SG. It reminds you of a Gretsch. It reminds you of a PRS. It reminds you of so many things, but it's also its own thing. I've been very curious about Frank Brothers since I first started seeing them on social media. I think it was around like 2020, I think. And I've been very curious to try one, and they gracefully sent one for me to review. The thing to note the most about Frank Brothers is their customizability. They're highly customizable. So there's this shape. This is called the Arcade. This is their flagship guitar. It's that shape. They've got the radar and they've got the sonar. The sonar is going to have more Fender accoutrement, and the radar is going to have more Gibson-y accoutrement, like when it comes to hardware and stuff like that. Like you wouldn't find a mastery bridge on a radar, for example, but you would find it on a sonar. You wouldn't find one on a Gibson. You get it. So I've had this guitar for a couple of weeks now, and it's been the biggest battle of my life of, this is still for sale. This is still brand new for sale. I'm not keeping it. However, the debate that I'm having with myself is, should I buy this one or should I have them customize me one? What have we got on this one? We have 2 Charlie Christian pickups, their signature tailpiece, a 25-inch scale length, 12-inch radius, an absolutely gorgeous rosewood board, and the guitar sports this dog hair finish with very slight relicking. The aging that they do is, I think, the best in the industry. When it comes to checking, realism, and the way it looks, I don't think anybody matches them, not even the Murphy Lab, if I may say so myself. Neck is bound, and remember, everything is customizable. This one has dots, you can get split parallelograms, you can get the whole, anything, you can get anything. I'm gonna right off the bat address the elephant in the room. When I first saw this shape, I'm gonna say it, I didn't like it. When I first saw this shape on Instagram, on YouTube, with the big guys using them and all of that, it didn't quite strike me. I liked the oddity of it, but I was thinking this is going to be A, uncomfortable to play. That turned out to be absolute bullshit. And then B, I thought it was too forward, if you will, too ahead of its time. Kind of like the designs of the 50s that were very futuristic. That's what I thought. I thought it wasn't time for this. And the more I saw them on Instagram, the more I saw them on social media, I started falling in love with the shape because of how unique it really is, but it's also very familiar. Many content creators and professional musicians use them. You got Sean from Edge of Breakup, you got Will Bennett from Instagram, you've got Joey Landreth, you've got Corey Wong, you've got David Ryan Harris. The list goes on and on and on of the people that are now using these, and sometimes using these exclusively. And there's a reason for that. The second I grabbed it, it was one of the most comfortable guitars. The only thing I can compare it to, really, not quality-wise, playability-wise, is like that Gold PRS, that Gold PRS. The second I grabbed it, it was just instantly playable, like that. And it just really suits me, and it's not even my guitar, you know what I'm saying? It fits me, but it's not my guitar. So, I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna be for sale or not. I still have to talk to Frank Brothers, or I'm gonna have them make me one, perhaps with like a P90 and a mini humbucker. Enough talking. We've got volume, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you can see it. You can assume what this is. Love you. Let's get to hearing this thing. We're gonna play it mostly clean through the Silktone, then I'm gonna introduce my pedal board. Let's get to it. I played it incorrectly. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have now heard the Frank Brothers Arcade in special dog hair with 2 Charlie Christian pickups, not 1, 2, but they're supposed to be jazz pickups. Did you hear them? Does it do jazz? Does it do funk? Does it do blues? Does it do rock and here roll? I'll tell you what, it does. I am now a Frank Brothers believer. I was told by a billion people that have bought these guitars are not cheap. So when I hear someone that has just bought a guitar that's not cheap telling me blah, 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 it sounds to me like they may be justifying their purchase. I haven't purchased this. I am going to purchase this. So I understand what they're saying. A lot of times people buy those $8,000 PRSs, blah, 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 and they tell me, yo, it's the best guitar I've ever played. Is it? They're cool. I love PRSs. I got 3, 4 of them. They're cool. But it sounds like you're trying to justify it to me. This does not fit that bill. Because again, when I first saw it, I didn't like it. I'm not lying. When I first saw it, I didn't gel with it. It didn't click. Then I got told how amazing they are. Cool, those are people that spend $4,000 or $5,000, whatever it is, depending on how you customize it, right? Those are people that spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 that are telling me this. But then I played one. I never had the opportunity to play one. I bet you haven't either. Go to a guitar center, you're gonna find one of these? So that's what I'm saying. So now that I've had my hands on it, my mind cannot stop thinking about, do I buy this one from them? Or do I have them make me a custom one? Maybe with split parallelograms, maybe baby blue with a P90 or a Charlie Christian and a P90. Oh my God, I don't know, man. Leave a comment, let me know. Oh, hey! If this was your first Small Business Tuesday, I think 5 or 6 people work at Frank Brothers. If this was your first Small Business Tuesday, welcome. Okay? If it's not, welcome back. I beg you to follow these guys on Instagram just so you can see how many different guitars they put out. The configurations, I mean. Like how widely different it could be. You could have 2 TV Jones and a Bigsby. You could have whatever you want. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, or don't. You know who will be upset? Not me, the Canadians. You want to upset Canadians? They'll just apologize. I have been Buddy Blues. You have been the people of the blues. Thank you so much for watching. It's a huge honor to play this. It's a huge honor to have had this on the channel. I think 4 or 5 times now in its own video. It's a pleasure to play this guitar, and I cannot wait to get mine, and I hope you get yours soon. Until next time, thank you for watching.